Yes. Okay, now wait a minute. You're worse than my college kids. Get back over here. Okay, no, they're good back here. Okay. My gun's an old gun from way back when, and my daddy taught me how to load it when I was just about your age. Okay? Now here's the deal.
I knew it! I said that was a gun! I said gun!
You said that was a gun, huh?
Yeah, I said it! I said
This is.
This out, we got people coming.
I see the gun.
Huh?
I really started saying
Okay, so you already know that I'm the best hunter. Nobody's a better hunter than I am, right? The animals just jumped right out of their skin. I showed you that, right?
Yep.
Huh? Okay, so I usually don't even take my gun out to the woods, do I? I don't have to. But now a couple of weeks ago, the people here at the fort called me. And they said, Pony Bill, we understand that you're the best hunter that there is. And I said, well, yes, I am. I'm the greatest hunter that there ever was. And they said, well, old Crooked Nose is back in town, and we want to make sure we get old Crooked Nose ran out of here before all the kids from the schools come around. And I said, okay, I'll come right on down. Well, do you know who old Crooked Nose is?
No.
Old Crooked Nose is this big old black bear. That's right. Old Crooked Nose got his nose when he was a little cub. He got it caught in a honey tree, and when he tried to pull out of the honey tree, it broke his nose, and so his nose was crooked. And so that's why we call him Old Crooked Nose. Well, Old Crooked Nose, he's about that tall. His paws, if you put them together, are about that big, and he's got big old long teeth, okay? Well, anyway, I come on down here because they want me to get Old Crooked Nose, and I caught up with him down here at Government Springs. Have you been to Government Springs yet? It's a long walk. Okay, anyway, you just meander down that little paved road until it turns into dirt, and you meander some more, and meander some more, and meander. Anyway, I caught up with Old Crooked Nose down here at old Government Springs, and he saw me, and so he took off. Well, I started tracking him, and I thought, man, he's gotten bigger than what I've ever seen before. So I came back and got my gun. Now, remember I told you I was going to teach you how to load a gun, right? Here's how my daddy taught me. He said, powder. Now, you guys have to help me out here. Powder. Say it with me. Powder. And then you put a patch. And then you put a ball. Or it won't fire at all. Okay, now can you say that? Powder, patch, ball, or it won't fire at all. Okay, so now you know how to load my gun. Okay, so here I am. I'm out there and I'm tracking him. And my goodness, I saw him in a little old hollow. I'd been tracking him for about 7 days, and I was almost tired. Not quite tired, but almost tired. And I saw him in a hollow out there, and I was sneaking up on him, and when I came over this big rock, he wasn't there no more. And so I thought, oh my goodness, now where did he go to? So I went down to that rock, and I was all hunkered over. Can one of these just hold?
I could.
That tree can. Okay, so I was looking on that rock and I couldn't find any signs of a track, and all of a sudden something poked me in the back. And I go, oh my God, what is it? And I turned around, there was old Crooked Nose. And he was about that tall, and he was snarling at me, and slobbering and bad breath. Ooh, couldn't take the back. But anyway, I saw him, he saw me, and he slashed out at me, and I went running for my gun. And I picked up my gun, and it wasn't loaded. How do I load my gun?
Patch.
Or it won't fire out. So I grabbed my powder horn because I'm going to charge my gun and get my gun loaded. Look at there, the plug had fallen out of my gun. I didn't have any powder. Now my gun won't fire, will it? Because because I didn't have any powder. Well, old Crooked Nose, he takes a hold of me and he puts me in this bear hug. And he starts to squeeze, and I thought, Pony Bill, this is the end. And he squeezed a little bit harder. And so I said, Pony Bill, squeeze him back. So I grabbed him and started to squeeze. And you know what happened to old Crooked Nose? He started to get little. And so I squeezed a little harder. And he got littler yet. And I squeezed harder, and he really got little. And you know what? To this day, he's my best traveling companion. I didn't have to skin him out. He didn't have to jump out of his skin. I didn't have to shoot him. He now travels with me every place I go.
How about you?
You don't believe me, do you?
Nope.
Where did Ellen or Ulin or whoever, Erin, where'd she go? Come on. Here, come around this way, but watch out for the sticks. You said you were brave. Remember now. Okay, see, there's sticks right there. Go lift up that hide and get old Crooked Nose and bring him out there. No, the hide, not my coat.
The fur.
The fur. Right there.